All right, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, brings up some pretty deep subjects with Jesus and the Pharisees once again trying to trap Jesus. Now, the Pharisees disputing, among other things, the purpose of one had in order to divorce a spouse. They brought the question before Jesus now to see what he would say, because they wanted to try to bring some kind of offense to whatever his response was. Now, there were two trains of thought during that time. The one thought, the Hillel method of basically a man could divorce his wife no matter what she did. If she burned the eggs, whatever she did was cause for divorce. The Shemini method was basically only allowing for adultery for a divorce. Now, Jesus responds, of course, by quoting scripture to make the point that man and woman, God created man and woman. He authenticates the Torah, he authenticates Genesis, he authenticates Adam and Eve being real, this whole thing, but that's aside. He says that man and woman to be made one flesh in a supernatural union kept by God. God intended the plan simply for one man and one woman. Man and wife, singular for a lifetime. Marriage and a union appointed by God. No court of law that could change that as he created it in the physical union of two becoming one. Marriage is a permanent union. There's no such thing as a three-person union or anything beyond that. It's just one man, one woman, period. Now, Jesus to the Pharisees pulling out. Now, the Pharisees pull out this passage from Deuteronomy and misquote it. Of course they do. Moses didn't command for marriage, but allowed for it because of what the people were doing. Jesus authenticated the book of Deuteronomy as written by Moses here as well. Over time, the different thoughts that I mentioned took either strict or lazy approaches on marriage and divorce. Moses permitted severing the original marriage relationship due to adultery. We learned during the Sermon on the Mount how serious Jesus takes adultery and lust. God permits a woman to marry again as long as it's not adulterous. Now, there's very important things there. Obviously, this is all about taking care of the woman, because back in that time period, especially in Jesus' day, women were not considered even human in some circles. They weren't considered important enough to even worry about their opinions or ideas. Jesus changed that. Christianity changed that. We started saying, no, they're one, they're together, it's equal, and that's what we need to look at it like. So marriage is a sacred union throughout the Bible as it comes to God, his relationship with his people as we are with him. We understand more about how we relate with him in the mystery of the bride of Christ, as you see that in Ephesians. Should help us understand more about marriage. Marriage is not just a message, okay? It's a union, it's life, it's a covenant, divine covenant. Now, yeah, there is cause for the covenant to be broken, and God lays that out. Continue studying, my friend, the rest of Matthew 19. God bless.